Welcome back. Okay, the next step we want to do is to perform a lookup on our country dimension file to get the 2-digit country code, 3-digit country code, and the population of the country. Lookup will bring back additional fields that we don't need in our output. Things like continent would be brought back. So let's introduce select transformation following the lookup to remove these additional fields as well. You must already be familiar with the lookup transformation and the select transformation. So I would like you to do this as an assignment and come back to the video only if you get stuck. Good luck with that. I'll see you shortly. Hope you've successfully completed the assignment. Now I'll show you how I updated the data flow to introduce the lookup and the select transformations. Okay, here we are back in our data factory. The first thing we want to do is to create a source for our country lookup, so I'm going to call this one as country source. And for the data set, we don't need a new one because we already have one from the previous data flow. So that was called DS Country Lookup. And you can leave everything else as they are. And then we need to create the lookup transformation now, so click on the plus here and then pick lookup, and I'm going to call this as lookup country. And we don't need to match on multiple records, we know it's unique. Our primary stream is the select required fields, and we need to pick the lookup stream, which will be our country source. And we need to specify the lookup conditions, and our lookup condition would be country because that's the only field we got on our source coming through, so that is an equals condition. So that should give us the outputs we wanted. So we got the country coming from there, and that's used in the lookup, and we got the set of fields, country, country code, 2-digit, 3-digit, and continent and population coming from our lookup file. As you can see, we got the continent, which is not required. And also we got 2 lots of country fields in here. So we can use the select transformation next to remove that one. So let's create a select transformation now and select required fields too. I'm gonna call it. And we can skip on the duplicate inputs and duplicate outputs. We have got 2 countries, so that should get skipped, and we don't want the continent, so we'll remove that as well. So let's have a look at the inspects. As you can see, we got 1 country here, and we have lost the other country coming in, and we've removed the continent ourselves. So that should be good enough, I think. So let's have a look at the data preview and click refresh. Okay, so the results have come back. So we got the country, we got the indicator, or reported date. If I scroll to the right, I've got the reported week, value, source, country code, 2-digit, 3-digit, and the population. So the results are as we expected. We haven't got the country next to country code and things like that, so the field order is not what we want for the sync, but we can tidy that up later on because we got a lot more work to do before we push the data into our sync. Okay, so that's the end of this session. I'll see you in the next one.